Good morning and thank you for waking up with us on this first Sunday of May. I'm Mike Strelo. Here's a look at what's ahead on CBS 58 Sunday morning. They're hidden heroes of the coronavirus pandemic. Michael Schlesinger highlights how an organization that's been providing a hand up for more than a century is now stepping up to fill a vital need. Plus, staying safer at home doesn't mean you can't explore the farthest reaches of space. Sharon Bajenda speaks with representatives from NASA to find out what's happening out there and here on Earth. And later, Pauline Lee meets a local family finding fun ways to adapt to working from home. Also ahead.
I want to do something. If I can help somebody, if I can get some food out, somebody want to get some food out, or help somebody, I'm there for you.
A mainstay of the area's restaurant and nightclub scene for decades, struggling to stay afloat, still finds ways to help others. How this husband and wife team are staying connected to the community. But first, in our ongoing commitment to keep you informed of the latest developments in the COVID-19 crisis, we check in with the CBS 58 News studio.
Good morning, Mike. A West Dallas homeowner is paying tribute to all the essential workers on the front lines of this pandemic. Glendale Worst created a giant LCD display coordinated with music that plays every night in front of his home on 85th Street. He says he does similar shows for Halloween and Christmas and was inspired to make this one because his daughter's a nurse.
Well, I programmed for about 2 weeks the actual graphics, and we synchronized it. I actually took some of the songs and modified them and made them the way they worked, and we synchronized it to the music, and we put on an LCD screen. That's something that I like to do. It's kind of my hobby, and I wanted to say thank you.
And you can check out the display every half hour between 7:30 and 9:30 each night. And you can help struggling bartenders around the area who are suddenly out of work. A group called Bikers That Care is holding a ride today that will stop at 10 local bars. Each will have a tip jar. Riders are asked to donate $10 to each jar, with proceeds going to laid-off employees. If you'd like to join the ride, staging is at 10 a.m. at Experience Fitness parking lot at the corner of Sunset and East Avenue in Waukesha. In the studio, Mark McPherson, CBS 58 News.
We've had to adjust to many changes during this pandemic, among them more cashless transactions. Pari Cruz is with a local developer who has created a new app helping businesses and customers stay safe while they support each other.
I think cash is not doomed yet, but I do think that we are seeing changes in the market structure.
Rebecca Newman is a professor of economics at the University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee. She says there are still different demographics that use cash, like the older generation and people trying to budget. But with studies showing cash and credit cards can preserve germs, Newman says many are finding ways of making safer contactless payments.
They all want prepayment, right? So it's, okay, we'll use the credit card ahead of time. We're not going to actually interact and hand a credit card over. I think we're going to see more of that in the immediate term, but I think that over time we may see some of this push towards alternative payment methods.
The time is now, because 2 weeks from today, we don't know what's going to happen. And this is kind of like the easiest way that we see that we can make a quick impact in the community, and then a long-lasting one, quite frankly.
Ruben Flores is the CEO and founder of Cash Drop, an online app where customers can order from a restaurant in the safety of their home or car, make a payment, and then get a text when it's ready, all without any human contact. Originally from Milwaukee, he wanted to find a way to help local businesses grow, and his app has especially come in handy now during the pandemic.
We created this platform that allows any merchant to download an app and be able to create a storefront online, all from their phone. We saw that a lot of people were either having a lot of difficulty being able to create a way to order online, or they were using established platforms that are taking 15, 20, 25% commissions in every order, and that just becomes very unsustainable really quickly.
Cash Drop works with businesses all over Wisconsin, Chicago, and New York. Some struggling to stay open until they found the app and are now able to generate sales. It takes only minutes to upload a location's menu and start taking orders online.
That really, drives our purpose to see how can we help the communities, especially the service industry that right now is being devastated by the pandemic. So we really feel that we can make a difference.
Cash Drop doesn't charge commission to businesses, and it's free to set up. It also allows them to keep all their revenue and remain sustainable while flattening the curve.
I wasn't sure if people were going to come and get bagels, because everybody wants to stay home. And I mean, you should stay home if you don't feel well. It's a scary time, especially for business owners, because you don't know if you're going to get business. You don't know how next week is going to look like.
Daniela Varela is the owner of Ruby's Bagels. She says before the pandemic, people were lining up outside her doors, but it's a bit slower now. But she says she's glad she can still use apps during this time to keep her business running and getting orders out to customers. During this time, not everyone has the ability to keep their doors open. But with Cash Drop, it makes things a lot easier for everyone to grab and go.
It makes ordering easier for customers because they really don't have to stand in line. They don't have to come in here. They could literally park in their parking lot and order from their phones, get that text message that it's ready, and then they just come in, get their stuff and go. It's super easy. It's convenient for me and it's convenient for them, and it keeps everything organized, and you can keep your distance from people.
Have a good day.
You know, there has been a financial burden, but I think the silver lining is that we're finding new ways to connect with our consumers.
Jesus Gonzalez is the owner of Mazorca and co-owner of the Zocalo Food Truck Park. Like Daniela, he also misses interacting with people who stop by, but it motivates him to see the community coming out to support them.
We have nothing but gratitude towards our community. The fact that they're coming out, you know, they're risking their lives, right? They're risking being contaminated by the COVID-19. But, you know, we're extremely thankful. It's a testament of what makes Milwaukee so unique and so special. And it's just that regardless of the situation, we will come out and support each other.
Ruben saying that at the end of the day, it's about creating a better sense of community through this hardship and weathering the storm together.
We want, you know, like business owners to feel like they can still, you know, thrive under these conditions, and it's key for us to be able to provide that. It's just going to generate this sense of community in a time where we can't really be next to each other too much. So, but still have a little bit of that human connection with one another and be more self-aware of our own humanity and what we can do to still help others that are, you know, going through challenges bigger than the ones that we ourselves might be going through.
I said, well, you know what? I've been training. I'm going to run it.
And he did, all 26.2 miles, his Safer at Home marathon.
Just to see everybody come together and create things has been awesome.
And next, a novel idea from a barber shop looking out for customers at home. And then,
one laundry service helping to keep us clean during COVID. I'm Michael Schlesinger. Story coming up.
Jeopardy! Weeknights at 6 on CBS 58.
Need a lift? Get back on your feet with a power lift recliner from Built-Right. Recline, lay flat, relax, lift. Built-Right has a huge selection from top name brands and will even give it a lift home with immediate delivery. So buy local at Built-Right.
In these changing times, you want to preserve and grow your wealth. You also want to do your part to help. Your investments have the power to make positive change. River Water Partners can help you achieve your goals. We invest in companies with responsible environmental and social practices. River Water Partners' mission is to make the world a better place by growing wealth through sustainable investing. Align investments with values at riverwaterpartners.com.
A careless driver slammed into me.
I was injured in a car accident but can't afford medical treatment.
Who do I call?
Hurt in a car? Call GLR.
Injured? During COVID-19, stay at home. Call from your phone. Just dial 7s.
How can we help?
This is a giant eyesore.
All you have to do is point.
Oh, take that.
Nice! Whoa! Oh, baby, this is fun. This is amazing!
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
Carl's Country Market has been a cut above the rest for more than 50 years. Carl's was voted the best meat market by Milwaukee Magazine, with the largest selection of fresh beef, pork, veal, and lamb, and imported German specialties at Pilgrim and Silver Spring.
COVID-19 has left salon doors shuttered and people cutting their hair from home while stylists struggle. Instead of sitting still, a barbershop owner in Muskego has teamed up with another business to boost morale and make the community stronger too. Natalie Shepard shares her story.
I knew someday that I would be putting them in my own barbershop.
Rebecca Popovic is filling her Muskego barbershop with memories.
Yeah, this is actually a clipper they used before any electric clippers, so this is how they would do that.
Her dad has been collecting these antiques since she was in school, but her customers haven't seen any of them yet.
Like my new employees, my brand new business, what am I going to do?
3 weeks after Popovic took over as the new owner of All Star Barbers, she had to close down.
Oh man, that's pretty much what went through my mind.
But her mind quickly changed gears to making more memories.
I figured it'd be nice to take the time too for fathers, grandfathers, uncles, any male figure to help young men shave.
She put together shaving buddy kits.
I have the 4 products that would go on your face, and I have them all in a row in the bag for you. I also have instructions, shaving cream, shaving oil, moisturizer, and toner.
And since she's closed, she teamed up with Vintage Grounds, the coffee shop next door. For $15, you can get one in the drive-thru.
So many companies are working together around here, and just to see everybody come together and create things has been awesome.
Popovic also got involved in the food drive organized by new mayor Rick Petfalski, offering haircut coupons to encourage people to donate.
There was like 700 pounds of food and a couple $100 donated.
During this time, no one will forget. She hopes families make memories they'll want to keep forever.
I'm trying to encourage it. It is important to keep your skin healthy and looking good at any age and any gender.
The first week in May marks a somber anniversary in Milwaukee. 134 years ago, the Bayview Massacre left an indelible mark on America's labor movement. And now the coronavirus pandemic of 2020 is focusing new attention on working conditions. Here's Bill Walsh.
May 5th, 1886, a dark day in Wisconsin history. It is known as the Bayview Massacre. After 4 days of strikes and demonstrations in support of an 8-hour workday, about 1,500 workers marched toward the Bayview Rolling Mills. They wanted workers there to join the movement. State militia, armed with guns, ordered the demonstrators to stop 200 yards away. When they didn't, the militia opened fire on the crowd, and 7 people died, including a 12-year-old boy. Workers across the country would eventually win their 8-hour workday, but that incident certainly did not end labor disputes in Wisconsin. Act 10 and the Fight for 15 are very recent examples. And today, while a lot of us would be thankful just to have a job, there are also some signs of worker tension brewing. Doctors, nurses, cashiers, firefighters, custodians, and many others are demanding hazard pay and more protective equipment. The news is filled with walkouts and sickouts and strikes. Meat packing plants across the country appear to be virus hotspots, including in Brown County. But in service to the nation's food supply, the president is ordering meat processors to stay open. Now, this pandemic hasn't been all bad for Wisconsin workers. More have access to paid sick leave. More of us can now work from home. More of us have flexible schedules, which allow us to spend more time with our families. Now, the same workers who were just fighting to raise the minimum wage are now being called essential. Will they all come together and use that leverage to benefit themselves? Either way, the pandemic will likely serve as a turning point. You know, throughout history, workers have had to go through hardship or put their safety on the line to better their situation. We use words like bloody and massacre to describe that fateful day back in 1886. Makes you wonder what words we will use when we look back at the year 2020.
There's nothing that's not reusable that we can't process here.
Ahead, hidden heroes of the healthcare system.
It's Boston. That's what every marathoner shoots for.
But with a historic race on hold, a local marathon man decides to get creative. Next.
Have a leaky faucet? Call Roman Electric today for the $39.95 spring service call special. And no, we practice social distancing and sanitize each workspace. They're the ones you trust. Roman Electric. Now offering plumbing, heating, and cooling.
Not sure of your next move? Let the attorneys at Walney Legal Group help you. We approach the legal experience differently. At Walney Legal Group, we're here to help you fill in the pieces. Whether it's estate planning, probate, divorce, or elder law, Our attorneys will work hard for you and give you the experience you deserve. Lawyering the way it should be. Visit us today at walneylegal.com.
When you need to replace your home's windows and doors, you want a brand you can trust. Designed with high-performance Ultrex fiberglass, Infinity from Marvin is the smart choice for window replacement. Loved by homeowners like you who rated Infinity #1 in J.D. Power's 2019 customer satisfaction study. Only Infinity offers peace of mind that your windows and doors are built for life.
Replacing windows since 1986. Call Callan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for letting us help you.
Thank you for trusting us.
Thank you for being patient.
For standing 6 feet apart.
For sending lunch.
And thank you for saying thank you. Thank you to my family for understanding
that I am doing something important for our whole community.
Thank you to my team.
Thank you for staying strong.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
For over 80 years, Nissan has been with you through thick and thin. And now is no different. We're offering payment options for current owners. Our service departments are here to help. And now we're offering more help. No payments for 3 months, plus we'll cover your payments for up to 2 additional months. Or get 0% financing for up to 84 months on 13 models. This is help when you need it.
Have a light that doesn't light? Call Roman Electric today for the $39.95 Spring Service Call Special. And know we practice social distancing and sanitize each workspace. They're the ones you trust.
Roman Electric.
Now offering plumbing, heating, and cooling.
A Racine County man with a will to run didn't let the postponement of the Boston Marathon keep him from taking part in an April tradition. Instead of stepping off, though, at the Hopkinton Starter statue and running through Ashland State Park and past the Framingham train station of Beantown, this marathon man competed in a solitary but most meaningful race through the countryside of America's Dairyland. Here's Shirley Descorbeth.
For some people, the thought of long-distance running is grueling, but for Joe Zons of Mount Pleasant, it's therapeutic.
Running is a great stress reliever. You know, I don't run with music or anything like that. I got a lot of thoughts bouncing around in my head. It's a good way for me to relax.
The 53-year-old father of 4 enjoys running so much, he's taken part in the Boston Marathon 6 times. This year will be his 7th, should the race go on.
Streak's going, I gotta come back.
The international race attracts upwards of 30,000 athletes from all around the world and many more spectators.
It's Boston. That's what every marathoner shoots for. It's their goal, it's their dream.
It takes place on the 3rd Monday in April, but this year it's been postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic.
I had prepared for it, and I was certainly disappointed.
Joe didn't hang up his running shoes. He recreated his own Boston Marathon here in southeast Wisconsin.
I said, well, you know what? I've been training. I'm going to run it.
He got dressed for the special occasion.
I put on my regular race day uniform. I have a bib from the 2017 Boston Marathon that I did not run. And I said, I'm going to wear the bib. So I told some friends, and they sent me off.
Joe's friend from the Kenosha Running Club, Larissa Arellano.
You know, as disappointing as it was for such a major race to be canceled for people, I think at least for one person, you know, we all tried to come together and make it a memorable experience that he wouldn't have otherwise had.
Joe took off from his home in the morning. At the same exact time, he was slated to start the official race.
And my friends Larissa and Jim, they were here to kick us off, and they played the Star Spangled Banner, and we all kicked things off properly, and the gun went off at 10:25. I hit the road.
Compared to the course in Boston, this route is more rural.
Kind of went west, and it goes through another town in southeast Wisconsin called Bristol. That was me and my water bottles for hydration, and some cows, some horses, and a few sheep, and that was about it.
For most of the 26 miles, Joe ran alone. At one point, it got challenging.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just a combination of things and the whole experience. I probably didn't feel that until mile 25, so I only had about a mile to go before it kind of kicked in, and you're like, you know, getting kind of tired.
And when he needed a push, his friends were by his side.
I'm usually doing this, and I did that for a stretch yesterday with about 3 miles to go. We had someone running club that was cheering me on, and I said, come on, louder, folks, more cowbell. And they're ringing their cowbells and hitting their clappers and all that other kind of stuff. And usually that helps me. A little adrenaline rush and a little push always helps.
Upon completing the marathon, he was welcomed to a surprise.
And I thought, let's draw the finish line. I have 2 incredibly talented daughters who do these chalk drawings, and they came and I sent them some pictures and they just made it happen. And we just did the easy stuff, filling in the color.
Joe finished the race in 3 hours, 16 minutes, and 29 seconds, his second fastest time ever. As the only runner, he won the race.
It was almost more special. I don't know if you can see the medal that I have here, but this was because I was the only participant. I came in first. It's the only time I'll get to win the Boston Marathon.
Joe was also extremely proud about this mini trophy.
When is he going to have his daughter giving him a medal, or his other daughter, handling the countdown at the beginning for the race and seeing him off and seeing all of his, his family and his friends on the course, so closely following him and just showing him how important he is and how proud we are of him.
For now, the postponed Boston Marathon is scheduled for September. Joe plans to run in that race as well. In his own corner of the world, he's grateful to his family and friends who helped him fulfill his marathon dreams.
In this day and age, you got special people that do special things, and this was certainly at the high end of my list of experiences in a lifetime.
It's very vital. It's very critical.
Goodwill takes on a cleaning mission.
CBS 58 Sunday Morning, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all means that you call Gruber Law Offices and your case is handled. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. They take care of you completely.
One call, that's all.
Hey Wisconsin, it's tough times right now. Fearing's audio-video security normally focuses on providing technology solutions, but right now it's self-care.
Things like establishing a routine, getting outside every day, getting a good night's sleep, taking time for meditation or prayer, and just think about what you're grateful for. We can do this together.
Visit fearings.com/COVID-19. Brought to you by Fearing's Audio-Video Security.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. So when your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn, trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
You don't walk on thin ice. You don't light your grill with gasoline. Heck, you don't even run with scissors. So why would you dig in your yard without contacting Digger's Hotline? Digger's Hotline is your one free call or click that helps identify underground lines in just 3 business days. When it comes to safety, don't risk it. Digger's Hotline. Know what's below.
If you've been injured, you know what to do.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
An organization on the receiving end of donations also plays a huge role in giving back, even during the middle of this pandemic. As Michael Schlesinger shows us, with the help of a Packers legend, Goodwill Industries is doubling down on its commitment to caring, community, and COVID fighting.
You're on the front lines of this fight against this coronavirus, supporting our country in the fight against this thing. You guys are the true heroes. I love you guys. I'm proud of you all. Keep up the good work, keep the faith, and keep believing in the power of work. You guys take care. God bless. Be safe. I love you all.
Words from Packers legend Donald Driver. Beside a veteran wide receiver, Double D is also a Goodwill spokesperson and has been so for close to 20 years. The latest encouragement from him goes out to frontline workers who are part of this organization's laundry and linen department. For them, it's like hearing directly from a hero.
Coming from straight from the heart, from straight love to everyone out here in the world. Like, I wish we could do more for more people out here, but we can't. But that's good too, though, because we helping someone. So long as we helping someone, I think that's just beyond. That's just beyond imagination right there.
They absolutely love this video, and this is the type of inspiration that they need to keep going during this time.
Director of Laundry and Linen Services Danny Harris says his employees are crucial right now with fighting this pandemic directly.
We deal with any reusable textile that is utilized for health care. So blanket sheets, pillowcases, gowns, barrier gowns, anything, cubicle curtains, slings, we do all of it, scrubs. All of it. There's nothing that's not reusable that we can't process here.
The importance of what Harris's team is doing at the Goodwill Workforce Connection Center in Milwaukee doesn't go unnoticed either.
Imagine that person in the hospital saying that they're cold and they want a blanket, and the nurse says, well, we can't give you one because they didn't send it to us. That's us. I mean, that's what we do. We're one of the only vendors for healthcare where the product goes directly to the patient. Directly to them, and it's very vital. It's very critical.
There is a domino effect if we don't show up. So us being noted as heroes is amazing. It shows me how important my job really is. And honestly, before I would just think of my job as just I wash clothes, but it's so much bigger than that. And I really couldn't fathom like any words to like explain like how big it is, but other people see that. So that means a lot to me.
Millions of pounds of linen for local hospitals and healthcare facilities are processed here by a special kind of crew, too. More than 60% of the people who work in this unit have a significant disability of some kind. This is really the crux of the nonprofit's mission, ability over disability.
Many of them ride public transportation. Many of them ride the bus, come in at 5:30 in the morning. They're showing up every day and they're doing the laundry that needs to be done for these local hospitals, and I'm very proud of them.
Goodwill itself is a little more than a century old. We know the retail end quite well. This lesser-known linen department actually started in the mid-1970s at the Naval Station Great Lakes in Waukegan, Illinois. And even though a lot of time has passed, the method of getting the job done hasn't.
I have two what they call CBWs, or conventional batch washers. They're also called tunnel washers. Those are able to process more than 200 pounds every 2 minutes to my finishing side. I also have several conventional washers and dryers that go along with that.
Those who manage these specialized individuals realize the risk for everyone each and every day. Caution is being taken with plenty of social distancing and hand sanitizing. And from this entire process, the efforts are paying off for so many.
We can process more than 20 million pounds annually, 50, 60,000 pounds a day easily. So we can help any of these healthcare facilities that might be in need during this pandemic. Just reach out to us. We'd like to be a community partner.
I'm glad I'm helping. I'm glad I can be a part of something to help someone out, because if it weren't for us, the hospitals won't get their linen. So I'm super proud of myself, and I'm proud that the Goodwill is letting me work to help the next person out. So.
This week in Wisconsin history, it was May 6, 1947, when the strongest earthquake ever recorded in Milwaukee rattled the Bruce City. It registered 4.0 on a seismograph at Marquette University and lasted only 40 seconds, but forced the evacuation of some downtown buildings. The quake knocked dishes off shelves and pictures off walls, but no significant property damage was reported. Earthquakes remain a rare phenomenon in Wisconsin. The nearest major fault line is the New Madrid seismic zone, located a little more than 400 miles to the south, stretching from Cairo, Illinois, southwest into Missouri and Arkansas.
So if you're interested in science and space exploration, now's the time to hunt around online and see what kinds of fun things you can find.
Escape the confines of your quarantine lifestyle with a space adventure.
That's all I have in my life, hope. Without hope, you can't go forward.
And next, the restaurant owner staying positive with help from his friends.
Another mild day is on tap for today. A couple of passing clouds here or there, maybe filtering that sunshine, but temperatures making a run at the upper 60s to around 70 degrees once again in the afternoon. But a strong cold front's going to move through this evening, dropping us into the 30s to around 40 to start the day on Monday. And those temps are going to struggle to reach 50 lakeside with that breeze off the lake. We will see increasing clouds, but should stay dry through the day on Monday, with showers returning Tuesday afternoon. And get outside, enjoy some hiking for today. A few scattered clouds. Again, temperatures getting up to about 70 degrees near Kettle Moraine and Bong State Recreational Area in Kenosha County, but it's going to be a breezy day at that. Again, struggling to hit 50 on a Monday, increasing clouds. Chances for showers return Tuesday, and some spotty ones popping up in the afternoon on Wednesday. A brief warm-up on Thursday, but then the coldest air of the month is going to be settling for the end of the week into next weekend.
Applying for Social Security disability? Get help. Call the law office of Robert Hoagland, one of the largest disability firms in Wisconsin. A Social Security attorney will meet with you by phone or at an office location near you. No fees unless we win.
In these changing times, you want to preserve and grow your wealth. You also want to do your part to help. Your investments have the power to make positive change. River Water Partners can help you achieve your goals. We invest in companies with responsible environmental and social practices. River Water Partners' mission is to make the world a better place by growing wealth through sustainable investing. Align investments with values at riverwaterpartners.com.
I'm really happy to have this opportunity to tell you what Cornerstone Development is all about. And what we're all about is changing lifestyles. By changing your lifestyle, that means low maintenance living. We personalize your ranch-style living with everything you need on one floor. We're creating friendly neighborhoods in Cedarburg, Brookfield, and Franklin, in beautiful surroundings with every convenience just a stone's throw away.
Social Security benefits denied? Get help. Call the law office of Robert Hoagland, one of the largest disability firms in Wisconsin. A Social Security attorney will meet with you by phone or at an office location near you. No fees unless we win.
A hurricane put their retirement plans on hold a year and a half ago, and now a fixture of Milwaukee's restaurant and nightclub scene for decades is trying to weather another storm, the coronavirus pandemic. Our Sunday morning spotlight is shining on one couple's remarkable ability to stay hopeful and resilient through adversity.
See if we put avocado.
The kitchen is busy.
See how pretty it is? It's so good too.
But the dining area is dark at Gus's Deli on South 60th Street in West Dallas.
The business is really down. There's nobody here. Everybody work from home. Maybe how many more we need?
But like other restaurant owners, working from home is not an option for Gus and Debbie Hosseini.
We have 12 right now.
I can't stay home. I'm the person I want to work all the time. And the point is, I come down here every morning. I want to do something. That's what fajitas. If I can help somebody, if I can get some food out, somebody want to get some food out, if I help somebody, I'm there for you. Roll it up.
On this day, they were serving up Hawaiian meatball,
Make everybody happy.
chicken fajita, and vegetarian sandwiches.
Is black beans rice and avocado sandwich. It's really good.
The committee overseeing the Medical College of Wisconsin's We Care Fund for Medical Innovation and Research reached out to Gus to provide lunch for healthcare heroes at Froedtert Hospital twice a week.
At least I'm doing something for somebody, plus the help of myself. You know what I'm saying, Mike? And I'm very happy about that.
It was February of 2019 when Gus and Debbie were featured in our Sunday morning spotlight.
You can choose breakfast or lunch. We serve it all day.
And the days are long for this husband and wife team, no stranger to hard work in the often difficult and demanding restaurant industry.
You have to give up a lot in order to have this type of a life.
I've been here almost over 44 years in the nightclub and the restaurant business.
Gus Hosseini immigrated to the United States from Iran in 1977, 2 years before that country's revolution. After serving in the U.S. Navy for 7 years, he opened the Unicorn in the basement of the Sydney High building, a brightly colored complex of 4 late 19th century buildings and magnet for Milwaukee's counterculture until it was demolished in 2012.
Gus, before they sold out stadiums and arenas, some of the biggest names in alternative, rock, and punk cut their teeth inside your nightclub, the Unicorn.
They did. All those guys play the Unicorn before they get huge.
This restaurant and bar is also a gallery showcasing the many musicians who performed at the Unicorn from 1984 to 1997, including Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Soundgarden, and the Smashing Pumpkins, whose album Siamese Dream includes Gus's name written in its thank you list.
All the underground punk rock guys, the nicest guys, they want to know.
What comes to mind when you look at all of these photos here?
Is it, be honest, it give me a good memory. All the good memory, all the friends I got, you know. Life is all about. It's not what you make, what you do. You meet a lot of good people and a good memory, and give you a fresh memory where you come from, who you are.
And the bands, both national and local, appreciated Gus for going out of his way to make them feel welcome.
I couldn't take them every night to the restaurant. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to open my own restaurant. Then I can feed the band. And that's how I started.
In 1990, Gus's Mexican Cantina opened just upstairs from the Unicorn on Sydney High's ground floor. Restaurants on Old World 3rd, Van Buren, and in Franklin would follow. In addition to Gus's menu becoming a fixture of the area's summer festival season.
I've been in the Summer Fest for 20 years. We did the Zoo à la carte for 22 years, and State Fair for 2 years.
In 2017, Gus and his wife of 44 years embarked on what they thought would be a long semi-retirement in North Carolina.
It's beautiful there. The town that we were at was so cute.
They bought a home in New Bern and helped their daughter run a small eatery in the heart of this historic community near the Carolina coast. They called it Bebop's Cafe.
Because my grandkid called me Bebop.
Locals embraced a menu peppered with a taste of Wisconsin, an atmosphere filled with Midwestern nice. Life was good, but only 10 months after their big move, life-altering storm clouds appeared on the horizon.
When that hurricane came, it scared us.
It just hit us hard.
In September of 2018, Hurricane Florence roared ashore, dumping 16 inches of rain on New Bern.
We lost the business, we lost everything, and decided to come back. Here you go, Miss Debbie.
And now, 16 months later, a restaurant business Gus and Debbie successfully built up
I am officially declaring a national emergency.
Is threatened by an invisible enemy, more powerful and devastating than any hurricane.
It did happen in North Carolina, and that has happened here. But that's the way this life is, you know, it's up and down in life, but you can't give up. You're just going to stand up and keep fighting it. There you go.
Standing with them are family, friends, and loyal customers, helping Gus and Debbie keep the kitchen lights on now.
Next week you get enchiladas.
And providing hope for better days ahead.
That's all I have in my life, hope. Without hope, you can't go forward. And that's I'm very happy about that. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
You'll find today's stories and those from previous episodes at cbs58.com/Sunday Morning. And please send your story ideas to sundaymorning@cbs58.com.
It's just a family activity that really brings a lot of positivity and joy to our situation.
Still to come, fun ways to adapt to a new normal at home. But first,
we are so grateful to the scientists and technical experts in Wisconsin who have contributed to the Hubble Space Telescope mission.
The Badger State's contribution to home-based stargazing.
CBS is bringing back the Sunday night movies.
You serious?
Yes. Paramount's biggest grab the popcorn escape from reality blockbusters. And tonight, join us for Raiders of the Lost Ark. The CBS Sunday night movies are back. Tonight at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Welcome. Can everyone see and hear me? We are in courtroom 802.
A special virtual episode of All Rise, Monday on CBS.
For those listing or buying waterfront or unique properties, you want knowledge. A knowledge of the market, with each lake and community having a character of their own. The real estate company, Lake and Country. Visit BillManette.com.
Not sure of your next move? Let the attorneys at Walney Legal Group help you. We approach the legal experience differently. At Walney Legal Group, we're here to help you fill in the pieces. Whether it's estate planning, probate, divorce, or elder law, our attorneys will work hard for you and give you the experience you deserve. Lawyering the way it should be. Visit us today at walneylegal.com.
How can we help?
This is a giant eyesore.
All you have to do is point.
Woohoo! Oh, take that.
Nice!
Wow! Oh, baby, this is fun.
This is amazing! When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
We here at CBS 58 are teaming up with the Milwaukee Police Department, the Sheriff's Office, and Milwaukee Crime Stoppers to help reduce the spread of coronavirus.
We need everyone to practice social distancing, and we need everyone to follow Governor Tony Evers' Safer at Home order. This pandemic affects all of us.
And to get through this, we have to work together.
We are all at risk, so remember social distancing, and remember, it's safer at home.
It's safer at home.
Believe me, it's safer at home.
For those listing or buying waterfront or unique properties, you want experience. Since 1972, I've helped people find their paradise on the lake. The real estate company, Lake and Country. Visit BillManette.com.
Good morning, I'm Jane Pauley, and this is Sunday Morning.
Experience thought-provoking and truly original reporting on CBS Sunday Morning.
Bill Walsh and Natalie Shepard, weeknights on the CBS 58 News.
You don't have to rely on Star Trek movies to explore the final frontier. We've found a place where you can take in digital space experiences and/or focus in on this amazing place we call home, Earth. As Sharon Bajenda reports, the technology is right at our fingertips.
Families needing a vacation can go on one to exoplanets in outer space. Exoplanets are planets that orbit around other stars, and they're seen through NASA's telescopes, like the Hubble telescope. NASA's senior Hubble scientist, Dr. Jennifer Wiseman, knows all of the amazing things Hubble captures.
We study the planets orbiting our sun, but we're also studying these exoplanets outside our solar system. And Hubble was the pioneer instrument to be used to actually discern how to get the composition of the atmospheres of those exoplanets.
But you don't get to just look at it, you get to go there. NASA's online Exoplanet Travel Bureau allows budding astronauts to walk the surface of exoplanets from home. Some have never-ending ocean lava, and other exoplanets you'll walk, there are always shadows.
So if you're interested in science and space exploration, now's the time to hunt around online and see what kinds of fun things you can find.
3, 2, 1, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery with the Hubble Space Telescope, our window on the universe.
The Hubble telescope is one of a number of NASA's orbiting telescopes to help find these exoplanets, and it just turned 30. To celebrate, the telescope captured this beautiful picture. You see the bright blue dots? Those are stars forming, and they're 10 times the size of the sun.
In it, you see this amazing region in a nearby satellite galaxy to our Milky Way, where massive stars are churning out so much light that they're ionizing the surrounding gas out of which they formed.
And while the Hubble telescope orbits 340 miles above the Earth, it's got ties closer to home than you think. An instrument inside the Hubble telescope called a photometer was actually made at UW-Madison.
We are so grateful to the scientists and technical experts in Wisconsin who have contributed to the Hubble Space Telescope mission all the way back from its very beginning, helping with some of the original instruments on the Hubble Space Telescope.
Dr. Wiseman says Hubble travels faster than 17,000 miles an hour and is as big as a school bus. And while kids can't ride one right now, they can ride a space rover in your home using the NASA Spacecraft AR app on your phone. The app allows you to pick rovers on different planets, like the ones on Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter. The app puts a space rover inside your living room through augmented reality. You can even take pictures with it and bring it to actual size.
Let's all be grateful for this magnificent universe that we're a part of and that we're able to study.
Leaving the Earth for a while may be fun, but the planet we live in is just as amazing.
NASA's been involved with looking at the Earth from space from the beginning of the agency.
NASA Earth scientist Peter Griffith says the Earth is still one of their most studied planets. NASA looks at all of our planet's workings, like the atmosphere, the oceans, the land, and ice sheets.
The world's first weather satellite was launched by NASA in 1960, and since then, NASA has been on the cutting edge of developing the new instruments to look down from the air and from space at the Earth.
Last week, Planet Earth celebrated its 50th Earth Day anniversary, and NASA is only ramping up its love for the planet.
There are well over 20 Earth observation satellites, and they detect some of the craziest things sometimes. Like there's a satellite system that can weigh the amount of ice that's on top of Greenland.
But sometimes the best view is right outside your window.
If you happen to live in a place that has some dark skies, it's a good time to use any extra time you have at night to go outside, get some fresh air, stay properly socially distanced physically distanced from other people, but you can look up in the night sky and really get an appreciation for the universe we live in.
I'd say, walk outside and look up. It's still my favorite planet.
Griffith says his favorite part of being a scientist is his field expeditions, studying some of the coolest places on Earth, like the Amazon rainforest and the tundra of Alaska.
What if you could help NASA?
And you can go on a field expedition too, using NASA's NEMONET app on an Apple device. The app allows you to go on virtual ocean expeditions around our planet to help map threatened coral reefs around the world.
In order to understand really what we see from airplanes or from satellite from above, we need to go out on the land, in the forests, on the ocean, and measure at a very fine scale what's really happening.
And whether it's the Earth you're interested in or exoplanets somewhere out in the universe, NASA scientists say kids should study up now because one day their imagination could really take them to outer space.
Now is a good time to learn about how astronomy and space and our study of it with physics and chemistry and mathematics all work together. And you know what? We need lots of talents in space exploration.
Once we started, all of our friends and family members started to give us ideas.
A local family finds the humor in life together under one roof.
Experience championship golf at Sweetgrass, rated in the top 10 best courses you can play in Michigan. And at Sage Run, ranked number 4 on Golf Digest's list of America's best new courses. Sweetgrass and Sage Run, dramatically different, but equally exceptional. Casino stay and play packages from just $95. Visit islandresortgolf.com today to plan your championship golf experience. That's islandresortgolf.com.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but the way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for more than 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
You don't walk on thin ice. You don't light your grill with gasoline. Heck, you don't even run with scissors. So why would you dig in your yard without contacting Digger's Hotline? Digger's Hotline is your one free call or click that helps identify underground lines in just 3 business days. When it comes to safety, don't risk it. Digger's Hotline. Know what's below.
Hey Milwaukee, what's up? It's Cedric the Entertainer. We all can fight COVID-19. Just got to do our part. All right, stay home, stay home. And if you must go out, practice social distancing. Stay 6 feet away from another person. Remember, it's up to us to fight this thing. And if you are feeling any symptoms of the COVID-19, be sure to see your medical professional right away. All right, we can do this, y'all. Let's fight it together.
Another mild day is on tap for today. A couple of passing clouds here or there, maybe filtering that sunshine, but temperatures making a run at the upper 60s to around 70 degrees once again in the afternoon. But a strong cold front's going to move through this evening, dropping us into the 30s to around 40 to start the day on Monday. And those temps are going to struggle to reach 50 lakeside with that breeze off the lake. We will see increasing clouds, but should stay dry through the day on Monday, with showers returning Tuesday afternoon. And get outside, enjoy some hiking for today. A few scattered clouds. Again, temperatures getting up to about 70 degrees near Kettle Moraine and Bong State Recreational Area in Kenosha County, but it's going to be a breezy day at that. Again, struggling to hit 50 on Monday, increasing clouds. Chances for showers return Tuesday, and some spotty ones popping up in the afternoon on Wednesday. A brief warm-up on Thursday, but then the coldest air of the month is going to be settling for the end of the week into next weekend.
The coronavirus pandemic has a lot of people working from home, and while that's taken some getting used to, for those with children at home, it can be even more challenging to find that work-life balance. As Pauline Lee shows us, a family in Racine County is spending this time working together to create smiles by making moments that everyone can relate to.
Honk if you love working from home!
If you're working from home.
What are you doing?
Chances are.
What?
It's been an adjustment.
She started it.
One that can be noisy. One that can be frustrating. And one that can be...
Another day in paradise, you know?
Just downright stressful. If that's how you feel, know that Jordan and Katie Hine are right there with you.
I think we thought it was going to be hard, but then we started, and it turned out to be even more hard, even harder.
Even more difficult, right?
Katie is in marketing and Jordan works for Franklin Public Schools.
So normally you guys don't work from home.
Yeah. Correct.
But now they are for the time being as we continue to social distance. And they say juggling work with their 2 girls, 6-year-old Maddie and 1-year-old Hope, is not easy.
It's more than working. It's parenting, it's cleaning, it's doing everything.
They, like so many, say they just needed a break from their new normal.
It's something, a positive distraction.
I have a case of the Mondays.
Ironically, they found that positive distraction by highlighting some of the workday woes, but even more with a twist.
This is like the best Monday ever. As we're working from home and we're all in this co-working situation, what does that look like if we kind of flip, instead of us seeing each other as family for those working hours, if we're all co-workers?
Like those virtual office meetings.
It looks like she's Skyping in now.
Hampered by spotty internet connection.
Good morning.
I can't hear you very well, so I'm going to hang up and do some more. Happy Friday.
And maybe how hard it can be to stay productive while at home. Or how we just can't seem to remember what day it is anymore.
I forgot it was Monday.
Memorable moments sure to make even the most stressed of us smile.
It's just a family activity that really brings a lot of positivity and joy to our situation.
How do you guys come up with these ideas?
Once we started, all of our friends and family members started to give us ideas.
Some of your videos feel very much like The Office. Obviously the thing.
Put my stapler in Jell-O again.
Is that a little bit of your inspiration?
Yeah, the inspiration comes from either The Office, maybe some Parks and Rec thrown in there. Here at Hind Corp,
the clips are only 30 seconds to a minute long, and the Hinds post a new one to Twitter and YouTube every day of the work week. All of their filming, however, is done outside of the normal business hours.
Obviously, with 2 full-time jobs and 2 kids, the weekdays get very, very busy. So we use that as a weekend activity.
As for how long it takes to film the clips.
Hey, are you going to that 4:15 meeting?
Well, that all depends.
Okay, we'll see you there.
Madison has really surprised us with how good she is as a little actor. And then the little one, we hope we wing it.
We wing it. And most of the time she does a great job. There's plenty of outtakes though.
They say providing an incentive usually helps.
Lots of bribes, snacks.
Maddie, which one was your favorite episode to do?
All the ones with that I gotta eat mint ice cream. So, have a good time.
Working from home does have its challenges.
There's plenty of times when Maddie will say, Dad, how is this funny? I don't get this.
But there are ways to make it work. And until things go back to the way they were, the Hinds say they hope the clips will remind us there are still plenty of reasons to smile.
And we hope that things get better soon. But if we had to end it tomorrow because we all got to go back to some sense of normalcy and back to our places of work, that would be an absolute blessing. But we'll continue to try to bring joy and laughter to some people in the meantime.
And now, a moment in Wisconsin along the Menominee River Parkway in Menominee Falls. For something new under the sun, CBS Sunday Morning with host Jane Pauley is next. Thank you for sharing part of your morning with us. I'm Mike Strelo. Please join us again next week for CBS 58 Sunday Morning.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 6:30 on CBS 58.